Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger, and Whitfield Investments.
After a 10-day weather delay, the Paoli Lady Rams finally find themselves back in action, but they made the long trip south on a cold January night to take on their conference foe in the Perry Central Commodores, who have played well this season. Good evening, everybody. Dave Dedrick on with Bert Pedigo. We're at Perry Central High School, and it's time now for Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and also Ask Alexa to play WUME 953. The Commodores of Perry Central come in a very good 10-4 record. They're 2-2 in conference play, and they have won 6 of their last 7 ball games. While for the Paoli Rams, they had momentum carrying through the holidays and had hoped to build upon that. They had a 3-game winning streak before Mother Nature stepped in, and Bert, that'll be one key question tonight. Yep. Can they keep that winning way going?
Yeah, and, you would halfway expect both teams to come out a little bit rusty. It's been about the same amount of time for both as far as their last game. So they'll shake off the rust the first quarter or so, and then they'll start getting at it. And what you'll see out of this Perry Central team, they will come out and they will flat out get after you. They want to press, speed you up, create some turnovers, create easy opportunities for them. And that's about the exact opposite of what Paoli wants to do. Paoli wants to come out, kind of slow you down, take their time, get the good shot, and it'll basically come down to a game of pace tonight, who is able to get the pace that they want.
Commodores come in, as we mentioned, 10-4 overall, 2-2 in conference play. Head coach Sean Schaefer in his second year, 15-21 overall. The Rams are 5-10. They have that 3-game winning streak that they're riding, and they are 0-1 in PLAC play for head coach Donovan Cruz in his 5th year, 57-49 overall. Had a chance to talk with head coach Sean Schaefer and Donovan Cruz of Paoli when we continue with the Team OC pre-game show here from Perry Central High School. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Perry Central basketball coach Sean Schaefer joins us now. His team at home, a key Patoka Lake Athletic Conference matchup between his ball club and the Rams, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But coach, through 14 games, 10-4, that's a nice record. Is that kind of where you thought you might be this year?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the girls. Looking back towards summer and then as we started the season, they put in a lot of time. And they did the work necessary to be where we are today, and it's been constant growth over the summer and then even game by game over the course of the season. They've really bought in to what we're trying to do both on offense and defense. And, just a difference, I think, is the preparation and us, day in and day out preparing for whoever's our upcoming opponent. And so not only mastering, showing up for that physical part, but the mental part of the game, too.
Coming in, Coach, hard to believe, final couple of weeks of the regular season is here. How do you assess your team's play? How do you feel you are going into this final month?
Yeah, I feel like we're playing pretty well right now. As a group cohesively, I feel like we're meshing. We understand how to play with one another and the different things we're trying to do based on matchups. So I feel really good heading into the last little bit here of the season. We got some good competition. We got Paoli tonight, and then the last stretch here is great competition in Heritage Hills and Lanesville, and so it's definitely going to kind of tell us even more where we are as we head into sectional time.
You mentioned you're pleased where you are now, but what kind of strides would you like to see take over these final couple of weeks to get ready for postseason play?
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things that we only have, 15 or 16 guaranteed days of real basketball left. And so I really think it's just showing up and trying to edge out those days and make the most of them while we have them to just kind of fine-tune some of the things we're doing. And then, as we head into sectional time, we always try to throw a few wrinkles in. So when that time rolls around, it kind of gives us an advantage to where other teams that have scouted us are prepared for us, maybe have not seen that stuff before. So that's kind of where we are now, just, locking in mentally and physically and doing what we need to do to be in a good spot.
Just what about your team offensively, defensively? What are you trying to do?
Yeah, offensively, we really try to push the ball hard in transition. We just try, that's on both ends. We want to play fast, and we want to take advantage of that. In the half-court sense on offense, we really just run a motion offense, kind of let the girls, we've taught them the different reads within our offense to just be basketball players and make basketball moves, and we've added a few quick hitters within the offense. So it kind of, flows seamlessly. But we want to push hard in transition, and we just want to be basketball players making plays within the offense. And then defensively, same way. We want to play fast. So we're going to press. We're going to try to run and jump you, try to make you try to cause turnovers and make them throw it away a little bit. And then, we'll drop back into a man most times, and that's pressure, man. We want to apply a lot of ball pressure, and just have help off their penetration and boxed out, limit to one chance, and then race and transition again. So,
what about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
Yeah, Paoli's a good ball club. They run mainly zone. They run 2-3 zone, they run 3-2 zone, they run some 1-3-1 zone. And so, just preparing for those different zone offenses, typically a team that plays mainly man on defense goes against that in practice. So going against zone, we spent some time this week really analyzing what we want to attack within each of those different zones. And so those different variations and throwing, different zones at us kind of, throws a wrench in things sometimes. So, they got some good players on their team, and number 20 is a fantastic player for them. She can attack off the dribble. She can get inside and score against you. She can shoot the ball a little bit. And then, they got some shooters on the outside too, and number 12 and number 10. So, hopefully we show up tonight and execute our game plan and what we're trying to take away from some of those matchups. And, hopefully it's a good ball game.
As we break it down, Coach, offensively, defensively, what does your team have to do to win tonight?
Yeah, we gotta stop number 20. She's a great ball player for them, so we're going to deny her and try to put her in bad spots and pressure and have lots of help off her. And then, we got to keep a hand up on their shooters, and then when we get the ball, we want to race and transition before they get set up. If they're running those different zones, we want to try to score and transition before they get things set up. And then if they do get set up, we just got to execute. We know what we want to do offensively, both motion-wise and set plays. But when it comes down to it, we got to execute it, right? And so if we execute on offense and we do what we need to do on defense, at the end of the day, I think we'll be in a good spot.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
Yeah, so we'll start 3 sophomores and Riley Parr, Nathan Laphart, and Bryn Yeager. And then we'll start 2 seniors, and Taya Mullis and Selena Peters. So they've kind of been our starters for the entire year. And so hopefully we can come out tonight and get it from the jump.
Off the bench for you then?
Yeah, we have a few people off the bench. We have Gloria Summer, which is a junior post player for us. And then we really look at 2 different guards that are in the rotation right now, Courtney Peter and Jerry Cranian. They're able to come off the bench and give us some good minutes as well. So, really nice group of girls all the way through.
Coach, concerned any about the unexpected layoff we've had because of the weather?
Yeah, and we had 2 practices last week, so, untraditional in terms of how the season typically goes. So we got them in, and, we threw them into different things to hopefully get them over the hump a little bit. But definitely, anytime you have a bunch of days off and you're out of routine, it's not the normal schedule, you always have those little worries, So all you can do is prepare them mentally for as best they possibly can and do your best to, try to get over the hurdle of that physical barrier just where you can't practice. So, there's some worry there. But hopefully we did a good enough job mentally where we prepared them, so hopefully we execute.
Coach Schaefer, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
All right, thank you so much.
Head Coach Sean Schaefer, Perry Central. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2 to 1. That means for every dollar you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with 2 more, tripling your impact. This matching opportunity won't last long. Contact us at 723-4150 or visit our website at occf-in.org for more information. Your contribution today will support vital Orange County programs and services for years to come. Join us in building a better community together and build a stronger, more vibrant Orange County. Orange County Community Foundation, where your passion meets our purpose.
Taylor Rams head basketball coach Donovan Cruz joins us now as we continue with the Team OC pregame show. Rams on the road, a big one in conference play against Perry Central. We'll get into that matchup in just a few minutes. Coach, yes, let's just talk about the obvious thing first. This game's supposed to be played a week ago, but here you are. But the only good thing about this is everybody's in the same boat.
Yeah, and that's one thing you got to, I just kept telling myself when we was dealing with all of it last week, it's like, well, it was a wide band of weather that caught all of our teams that we were going to play and everybody on our schedule, so we were all dealing with the same thing. And, some got to practice, some didn't. Some got to practice a little bit more than others. But it was just a world of unknowns, and kind of reminded me, I hate to say it, but back in the COVID days, we just didn't know from day to day who you was going to play and where it was going to be and what was going to happen. But, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. And it's hard living in southern Indiana. And like I say, we all had to deal with it. So, just kind of take it with a grain of salt and move on.
Hopefully, Coach, you didn't hit it a bad time because you were on a roll, and hopefully this won't slow you down.
That's the only thing that really kind of worries me is, we were kind of rolling, starting to figure some things out and playing really well. And then we had 3 days off, and then we came back on Wednesday, and thank God we played on Saturday. That's what I kept telling myself. Thank goodness we played on Saturday. But, we obviously Sunday, Monday, Tuesday we were off. We came back on Wednesday, and it was a rough one. It looked like it was our first practice of the year where we just, out of shape and all that. Kind of got going again Thursday, started figuring some things out, and then another snowstorm came. So then we weren't able to get in on Friday or Saturday and got back in yesterday. So, but again, I think everybody, the snow that we got on Friday was the same for everybody. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't stop our momentum, but it kind of is what it is. We just have to deal with it.
Coach, task at hand tonight. You're on the road in conference play. What about this team from Perry Central?
A very good team, very athletic. Got a really good group of sophomores that have been very successful and won a lot of games their whole career. So they know how to win. They have some playmakers, and the Labhart girl, who's their best player, and so they're a really good sophomore group. And then they got a couple other kids that mix in with them. The Mullis girl, the senior, 22, is a nice little guard for them, really quick, can shoot the three a little bit. So it's not just those sophomores. They do have some other pieces that kind of fill their roster out. And so they've won quite a few games. They're playing really well. Sean's doing a nice job with them. And, hopefully we're ready to play tonight.
What's your scouting report say offensively, defensively? What do you expect tonight out of this team in green?
Well, defensively, we have to keep them out of the lane. They're not the greatest of shooters. They're pretty well just a head down and drive type of team. They're just trying to find a lane, trying to draw a foul. So we have got to keep them out of the lane, clog it up a little bit, make them shooters. We got to make them jump shooters and kind of see how that goes. The teams that have done that have had a lot of success. The teams that try to chase them around and deny them and all that stuff haven't had so much success. So defensively, that's going to be the big thing. And then obviously, got to rebound and get back in transition. Offensively, they're going to press us a little bit. So we got to, handle the pressure, which hopefully we will. And then, on the defensive end, or when we're on offense, they're going to play good, hard-nosed man-to-man. That's pretty well all they're going to play. So we're just going to have to handle that out top and just screen and be patient, which we have been fairly patient and done a nice job of screening in the last few games. So hopefully that carries over.
Do you try and press them maybe to slow them down a bit?
No, I don't think we can. We might. I'm not saying we're going to. The teams that have had success have not. They just made sure. The thing about Perry Central is if you try to try to slow them down. It backfires on you with the press. That gets Mullis and Lampard really going, and that just gets them going. You kind of want to lull them to sleep and kind of just slow it down and get them to where they're standing on offense. You want them to walk it up to four so they're not, just driving haphazardly and at reckless abandon, because they're really good at that. So I'm not saying we won't, but that's probably not in our initial game plan.
Well, Coach, a big one is always in conference play.
Yeah, we're starting a big stretch, which, like I say, we were supposed to last week, but we're kind of in the same boat here. We got a lot of games, conference games here at the end. They're all really jammed in now. So hopefully this will get us off, started off good. They're the one of the leaders of the pack. They're up at the top, so hopefully we can knock one of them off tonight.
Line up your team tonight.
We're going with guards. We'll go with Kaylin Hannon and Addie Payton. Forwards, Lily Hall and Avery Cruz, and Jericho Hopper in the middle.
Then off the bench,
bring Terriana Burkhead in, Jay Walker. Those two have been playing some good minutes for us, as well as Jada Smith, and then Sunday Asbell will be available as well.
Everybody healthy, ready to go?
Yep, I think so. We better be ready. It's been a long time, so hopefully we are, yeah.
Coach Cruz, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it.
Head Coach Donovan Cruz of Paoli. Stay tuned. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame show, Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best dressed burger in town. To take us through tonight's starting lineups, here's Bert Pentagon.
First off, for the Lady Rams of Paoli and Coach Donovan Cruz, 5 wins, 10 losses overall. They are 0-1 in conference play. They'll start this way with a couple of forwards and 3 guards. Avery Cruz and Jericho Hopper will be your forwards. Cruz, 5'4", senior, averaging 2.6 per game. Hopper is 5'8" and a senior. She averages a team best 14.5. The guards will be Kaylin Hannon, Addie Payton, and Lily Hall. Hannon, 5'4" freshman, averaging 5.1. Payton is 5'5" and a sophomore, averaging 1.5. And Hall, 5'4" and a senior, averaging 6.4. For the Perry Central Lady Commodores and Coach Sean Schaefer, they are 10-4 overall, 2-2 in conference play. They will start this way with Mason Labhart, a 5'9 sophomore at one guard spot. She averages 16 points per game. The other guards will be Tila Mullis and Riley Parr. Mullis, 5'4 senior, averaging 11 per game. Parr is 5'4 and a sophomore. Your forwards will be Bryn Yeager and Selena Peter. Yeager, 5'10 a sophomore, averaging 12 per game. Peter is 5'10 and a senior. As far as the offense and defensive averages, Paoli scores it at 35 per game. They give up 41 on the defensive end. Perry Central, they play at a little quicker pace, scoring it at 47 per game and giving up 35 on the defensive side. Your starting lineups tonight, they've been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant on West Main Street in Paoli, home of the best-dressed burgers in town. Paoli, they are in the traveling purple, trimmed in the gold and the white. Perry Central, the Lady Commodores, they are in the home whites, trimmed in green and black. And Dave Dedrick, he will take us through tonight's ball game.
Rams have won 9 in a row against these Commodores. They hope to make it 10 in a row here tonight, but it'll be a tough task against the 10-4 Commodores. Labhart along with Hopper jumping in center circle. Labhart controls it in the backcourt. Peter has it right back to Labhart. Rams will drop back in their 2-3 zone around the perimeter to Mullis. Good ball movement. Labhart to the right of the key. Try and get it into the middle. Work it deep in the right corner to Peter. To Labhart. Swing it left side to Mullis. Mullis to Parr. Parr has the ball go off her fingertips. Loose at midcourt. Picked up and stolen by Lily Hall. But her pass is re-stolen right back by Parr. So exchange of turnovers there between both ball clubs. We played 30 seconds. Parr to the left of the key. Rams again staying right in that tight 2-3 zone, all down inside the arc. Labhart penetrates to the elbow. Skip it to the left side to Mullis. Mullis works over the top to Parr, quickly into the corner to Yeager to Parr. Parr finally in the middle of the court to Mullis. Mullis was able to find a little bit of a soft spot of the zone just below the free throw line, and she is bumped and fouled.
And that foul will go on Kaylin Hannon in purple. That's going to be her first and team first. Give it to Perry Central, right of the bucket.
Parr to trigger it in, looking, 5-second count off, throws it out there. Nobody near midcourt. Finally tracked down by Taya Mullis, the 5'4 senior. She'll give it up on the left side around the perimeter to Peter. Parr has it to the left of the key. Swing it to Labhart for leading score at 16 per ball game. Long three left side. Mullis on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. But Yeager with the offensive rebound on the weak side. Right down the lane, pull-up jumper at the free throw line, no good by Peter. Another deep rebound, tracked down by Mullis in the corner, and Perry Central reset again. Parr works it right side to Labhart, fakes three, dribbles on the baseline, short corner jump shot right side, too hard, no good. And finally the rebound comes out of there with it is Kaylin Hannon. The Perry Central right there with that pressure before Hannon can turn up court, and they knock it out of bounds.
Rebounding as usual. It'll be a key for Paoli. They are not the tallest by any means. Perry Central, they've got a couple of girls listed at 5'10", and they took advantage of that height for the last possession with all those offensive boards.
Commodores will have straight man-to-man with some pressure out high. Left side, Peyton has it for the Rams. Into the middle, gives it off to Hopper. Spin move down in the lane, turns back to the front of the lane. Ball rims around, no good. Gets her own rebound, put it up. It rims in and out, no good. Avery Cruz has it. The ball loose on the floor underneath, and it will go out of bounds off the leg of a Perry Central player. Give the Rams credit.
Yep.
The offensive glass.
Yeah, scrappy on the offensive end, to say the least. Got a couple of chances at it. And that first shot by Hopper, I mean, that thing did everything but go in.
Right back to Hannon from Hopper. Kick it out to Peyton. 15-footer left wing, front of the rim, no good. Hopper flies through, gets another offensive rebound, and the Rams will reset it against the man-to-man. Peyton will back it out near the volleyball spike line. We played 2 minutes, and there's no score. Lily Hall picked up by Labhart. Ball knocked away. Lily able to recover. Fires it on the left wing to Hopper. Hopper looking down low. Fakes, puts the ball on the deck. Will pull it out around the circle. Dribbles to the free throw line to Hannon. Long three left of the key. No good. And the ball hits the floor. Labhart able to come out of there with it. She runs it down the right sideline. Cross-court pass to a cutting Peter, who lays it up and good. Perry runs the sideline break to perfection to lead it 2-0. Here comes that full court pressure. 1-2, 1-1. In the Hall, in the backcourt to Cruz. Cruz cross-court to Hopper across the timeline. Lob it ahead to Hannon, but the ball knocked away. Still loose. Hannon fighting for it along with Mullis along the baseline, and Mullis touches it last. The Rams get a break.
Last possession for Perry Central, exactly what Paoli doesn't want to see. Them out and running to the bucket for an easy one.
Hannon to the left of the basket along the baseline, gives it into Cruz from the left corner. 10-footer, no good. And the ball loose on the floor, picked up by Peter, quickly to Labhart. Labhart right to the top of the key, does not have numbers, will slow it up. 3 on the way, Mullis left side, it's bottom of the net. Mullis has her first 3, and it's a quick 5-0 lead. Full court pressure. Hopper over the top to Cruz, still in the backcourt on the left side, takes it down the sideline. In the double team, bounce past the Hall across the timeline to Hopper. Hopper works the right side, hesitation move, steps through 2 defenders, kick it back out to Peyton. Peyton dribbles into the right wing, nowhere to go. To Hall, launches 3, top of the key. Ball loose on the floor, can't Hannah track it down. She tried to, but runs out of room in the corner, and it'll be Perry basketball.
Tough start shooting-wise for Paoli. 0 for 6 to begin. Every player has gotten at least one shot, and every player has missed that shot.
Rams down 5-0 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Labhart, 2-3, gets to the free throw line. Dump it down low on Yeager on the baseline. There's Hannon to take the ball away. And a travel going to be called, though, when it looked like she got tied up.
Yeah.
And the ball will stay down with Perry Central.
I was anticipating jump ball at the worst, if not a foul on Perry Central for reaching in.
Yeager along the baseline to the right of the bucket, lobs it out high to Parr. Swing it left side to Mullis. Mullis between the circles. Rams drop back into that 2-3. Peter has it on the right side to Yeager. Skip it out high. Parr steps back. 3 on the way. Way off the mark. No good. Ball loose on the floor. Labhart has the offensive rebound. Her second chance, no good. Yeager, another offensive rebound. And as she tried to dribble out of some traffic, bump and a foul called on the Rams.
And that foul is going to go on Avery Cruz. That'll be her first. Team second of the quarter. Give it over to Perry Central to the left of their bucket this time.
4-14, lob it into Labhart, cutting down the lane. Put her shot up, no good, but she is fouled. And that will send Mason Labhart to the free throw line.
And nice screen set to get her down the lane. And reaching in was Lily Hall. That's going to be her first. And team third, shooting violation. And Labhart will go to the line for 2.
One of the 3 sophomores that starts her free throw, front of the rim, back of the rim, up and good. Her first point of the night. As a team, Perry Central very good at the free throw line, 70%. That's one thing Coach Schaefer said they worked hard over on the summer, because he said they went back over tape last year, and he said they were just 53% free throw shooting team. He said if that was 10% better, they'd have won 6 more games. Second free throw up and good, makes it 7-0. Full court pressure into the middle of Hannon, back to the trailer. Hopper across the timeline, keeps the dribble alive, right down the right sideline in front of the Perry bench. And a little too close for contact that time, as Yeager will be called for a pushing foul.
They're on a switch, and Labhart got caught for a reach in as well. Probably both of them fouled. Labhart gets charged with it, her first and team first. And Paoli inbounds just to our right.
Hopper into Cruz. Rams at the score. We played 4 minutes here in this first quarter of play. 7-0 in favor of Perry Central. Right side with it. Hopper against the man-to-man to Peyton at the spike line. Swing it left side on the wing. Hannon has it. Thielen reverses the top of the key. Lily Hall's high arcing 3 up off the side of the rim. No good. Ball tracked down deep in the corner by Mullis. Mullis rushes it up with the dribble. Gets it across the timeline. Fires it in the corner to Labhart. Dump it down low to Yeager on the baseline. Back to Labhart. Rams drop back 2-3. Skip it over to Parr into the corner to Peter. Peter outside to Mullis. Mullis into the high post to Peter. Kick it out. Labhart drives left side. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be picked up by Hannon as the Rams force the second turnover of the night against Perry Central. Rams try and just muck it up. That's what they want to do, slow them down. Still need to get some shots to fall. Trailing here 7-0 as we played nearly 5 minutes of this quarter. Right side, Lily Hall, picked up by Labhart. Used up the dribble to Hannon. Hannon between the circles, work it left side to Peyton. Patty with the basketball on her hip, give it off to Cruz. She steps back, 3 on the way, off the mark, no good. And the rebound tracked down in the lane by Peter. Give it off to Mullis. Mullis brushes it up with the dribble, right down below the free throw line. Kick it out. Long 3 by Peter is up and good from the left side. 5 for Selena Peter, and it's a 10-0 Perry lead with 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Rams working against the full court zone pressure. Cruz gets the ball in the middle. Hopper takes it down all the way to the rim, drives in, shot up. It would not go, but she is fouled, and that will put Jericho Hopper at the free throw line.
And that foul will be on Riley Parr of Perry Central. That'll be her first, team second. Got her in the shooting motion, so Hopper goes to the line for Paoli to shoot 2.
Jericho coming in, 79% free throw shooter. The Rams themselves a good free throw shooting team at 73% through 15 ball games. Shot up and good. Rams finally off the snide at the 2:31 mark. Jay Walker, the senior, will come in, and Addie Payton will get a break at the 2:31 mark. 10-1 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores on top of the Rams. Second free throw, it's up and good as well. If the Rams can get something going here now on the offensive end, they'll drop back into their 2-3. Peter will bring it up across the timeline. Fakes left, goes back right to Labhart. Gets a screen from Parr. Dump it off into the corner. Mulis fakes three. Used up the dribble. Parr all alone. Three, top of the key, back of the rim. Kicks high up into the air and straight down through the net for her first three. Make it 13-2. Get the home court advantage roll. Into the middle against the press. Cruz has it to Hall. Rams a good job around the perimeter. Hopper across the timeline to Hall between the circles. Hall will back it out. Perry wanting to speed this game up and try and get it done here. The aggressive man-to-man defense. Hall has the ball poked away by Labhart. Gets it to the high post. Hopper spin move down the lane right side. In traffic, shot up, no good. Ball tipped around. And finally coming out of there with it is Mulis. And she has the ball knocked away from behind by Hopper. And the Rams steal it right back and see if they can take advantage of this turnover with 1:35 to go in the first quarter, trailing 13-2. Hannon between the circles, used up the dribble, needs some help. The Hall, it goes off her hand. Fortunately, Hopper tracks it down before it goes out of bounds on the right side. Drives baseline, pass to Walker. Jay up in traffic. Her shot no good. However, she is fouled. She got hit just on the forearm, and that'll put Jay Walker to the free throw line.
And that foul will go on 21 and white. That's Selena Peter. That'll be her first and team third. Jay Walker to the free throw line to shoot two for Paoli.
Looking for her first made free throw of the season. This one's back of the rim, kind of died and then fell through. Counts, doesn't matter. Yep. 13-3. Perry on top with 1:23 to go in quarter number one. Second free throw by Walker. Off the back of the rim, no good. Kept around. Labhart turns, heads up court. Races down, kick it off the Parr into the corner. Right side, 15-footer, no good. Rebound Yeager, though, backs right back in from the left side. Put it up with the left hand and good. And Bryn Yeager, a strong offensive rebound and fouled, and she will be at the free throw line for a three-point play opportunity.
That foul is going to go on Hopper. That's going to be her first and team four.
15-3 in favor of Perry. Free throw, high arcing shot up and good by Yeager, the 5'10 sophomore, averages a dozen a game. 16-3 with 1:14 to go. Full court pressure, 2-2-1 this time. Cruz in the backcourt to Hall in the middle, comes right side to Hopper. Hopper to Hall. Hall needs to get it across the timeline and does. Give it out front to Hannon to reset against the man-to-man. Hannon to Cruz to the left of the key to Hopper on the left wing. Rams look the cutters down the lane. Hopper fires it out front to Hall at the top of the key, right back to Jericho. Jericho with the dribble. Dribbles into the top of the key, pulls it back out, gets a screen. Takes it to the right elbow, used up that dribble, needs help, skip it over to Hannon. Hannon fakes three, goes all the way to the basket, pull up 10-footer, no good, and the rebound cleared off by Peter. Ahead to Labhart, long lead pass down to Mulis, tracks it down on the baseline, kick it back out. Shot up by Yeager from the left wing is no good, and Hannon comes down with the loose ball for Paoli. The pace is where Perry wants it to be, though, up and down. They lead up by 13 with 20 seconds to go. Half-court trap now for the Commodores. Hall back out to Hannon, swing it left side. Cruz has it. Cruz on the left wing, puts it on the deck, dribbles it out of trouble, into the double team, fires it over the head of Hopper into the stands. But lo and behold, that's only going to be the second turnover in this quarter.
Yeah, they've handled that pressure fairly well so far. That was just miscommunication. Avery's thinking that Hopper is going to stop on the sideline, but she kept running toward her, and the pass went out of bounds behind her.
Labhart kick it out, par three at the horn. It is no good, and that's going to be the first quarter of play at Perry Central High School. On the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboards, Perry Central 16, Paoli 3. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet net to your community.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Rams find themselves in a hole here to start this second period on the road.
Yep, and easy to tell you why, because they go 0 for 10 from the field, does Paoli in that first quarter. Made 3 out of 4 free throws. That's their only points. Perry Central, on the other hand, 5 of 13 overall, 38%. Hidden in that number, though, is 3 of 6 three-point shooting for 50%, and they were also 3 out of 3 from the free throw line.
Rams get it to start this quarter. Burkhead's pass is tipped and deflected, stolen by Peter. Shovel it up ahead. Here's Labhart driving in on Burkhead. Before she could get the shot off, though, down below the free throw line, contact and a foul going to be called on Paoli.
Yeah, worst situation for Paoli in that Labhart gets it with a full head of steam built up. Burkhead got there for the foul. That'll be her first and team first.
Starting 5 in there for the Commodores. Euless has it. Labhart along with Peter, Yeager, and Parr. Rams go with Payton, Hannon, Hopper along with Burkhead, and Walker. Out front right of the key, Peter swing it left side to Mullis. To Labhart, steps back, launches 3. It's going to be way short, no good, but right to the hands underneath of Peter. She'll pull it back out. A long 3 up and good, though, by Mullis at the top of the key. And another offensive rebound. Timeout going to be taken by the Rams. Down by 16 with 7:25 to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
Got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see that.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equalizing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Offensive rebounding, the difference right now between these two teams. Perry Central, they are getting all kinds of shots and knocking some down. That time it was Mullis that stepped out, knocked it down. Her second of the night. She's already got 6 points.
Rams get it across the timeline. That pass deflected, stolen by Labhart. Drives left side, put it up with the left hand, spins off the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Yeager, and she'll have another offensive rebound for the Commodores. Driving down, Mullis loses it on the way up. Trying to save it as par she does, right back to Burkhead. Unfortunately, Terriana is standing out of bounds.
Perry Central just quicker to the basketball. If it's a loose ball, they seem to be able to get it. If it's a rebound to be had, seems like they're getting about all of those, too.
Underneath, Parr to the left of the basket on the baseline, looking, gives it in to Labhart, has inside position, right side. Her shot rims in and out, no good. Tipped around, and finally Hopper comes out of there with it. She's double-teamed in the backcourt. Labhart, along with Yeager, are back there. And contact and a foul going to be called on the Commodores.
And that might be some trouble for Perry Central. It will be, as Labhart has now picked up her second personal foul. That's team foul number 1 of the quarter. So their leading scorer with the 2 personal fouls, and she is not coming out. She'll have to be careful for a while.
Cruz back into the ball game for the Rams. Works in the backcourt with Hall with the 2-2-1 full court pressure ahead to Hannon. Kick it out in the corner to Payton. Long 2 left side, back of the rim, no good. Deep rebound, tracked down by Hopper on the baseline. Jericho will pull it back out with the dribble. 6:30 and counting. Rams down 19-3 in the second quarter. Willie Hall on the right wing against the man-to-man to Payton. Swing it left side to Cruz. Cruz on the wing, looks for cutters down low. Nobody open. Finally on the baseline. Couldn't get it in to Lily Hall. Ball knocked away and stolen. Coming out there, Mullis ahead to Parr. Parr shovels it right back to Mullis. Thought about 3, but didn't take the shot. Perry works it around the Rams' 2-3 zone. Left of the key, Peter has it to Mullis between the circles to Parr. On the baseline to Yeager to Parr. Good ball moving around the perimeter. Swing it on the right side. Dribbling in, down low. Peter has the ball knocked away by Hannon. It goes out of bounds. And last touch by Kalen.
Substitution for Paoli. Jay Walker will check back in, and Avery Cruz will go out.
It'll be Commodore basketball. A couple of ticks under 6 minutes to go here in the first half of play. All Perry 19-3. Left side three by Peter from the wing. Front of the rim, short, no good. Rebound right to the hands of Lily Hall, who'll turn up court and bring it up with the dribble. Hits the trailer. That's Hannon, who'll set it up at the point. Kaelin with the dribble, used up the dribble. Give it off to Hopper, left side. Addie Payton with the basketball against the man-to-man. Hall, top of the key. Rams screen down low on the baseline. Hopper fakes, dribbles on the baseline. Some contact, no foul. Works her way through a double team, lays it up and good for her fourth point of the night. And the first field goal coming at the 5:28 mark of quarter number 2 to make it 19-5. She's got to chip away at it, see if the Rams can take it one possession at a time. Right side, Mullis with the basketball for Commodores. Parr around the perimeter to Labhart against the 2-3. Labhart skip it over on the right side to Peter, baseline to Yeager. She'll fire it out front to Mullis. Mullis fakes, now dribbles down the lane. Ball knocked away loose, and she's able to come out of there with it in a mad scramble with a couple of Ram defenders. Here's Labhart, 3 left wing, no good. Ball tipped loose as inside position by Hannon, but over the back, Yeager got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds.
Now, the one good thing right now for Paoli is that the shooting for Perry Central has cooled off considerably. They are now just 1 of 7 to start this quarter. If they can keep them in the half court, they've got a decent shot at getting back into it.
Pass deflected. Payton tracks it down. Needs some help in a double team. Hall has it, and there is 10 seconds as the Rams could not get it across the timeline. And Rams trying to set up their press offense, but that time it was just the aggression and deflection by Perry, the difference there.
Yeah, and Addie, she just a couple of times, just for that second or so, didn't have anywhere to pass it. And when you're on a 10-second count, those seconds matter.
Labhart to the right of the key, steps inside the arc, did not take the shot. So far around the perimeter. Mullis will launch 3 from the left side, no good, but there's Labhart, weak side rebound, put it off the glass, no good. Gets a rebound again, will kick it out and reset it. Mullis to the left of the key, will set up the zone offense into the middle to Peter, kick it out to Labhart, skip it over. Mullis all alone, 3 from the wing is up and good. Mullis with 9 on the night, come in averaging 11 per game, 22-5 halfway through the second quarter of play. All Perry here on the road tonight. The ball going to be kicked in the backcourt by Labhart, and it's a good thing it was, or it would have been an over and back on Paoli.
Now, right now, Mullis carrying the load for Perry Central offense-wise. She's got all 6 of their points in this quarter and 9 of the 22 overall. 3 out of 5 on her three-point tries so far tonight.
22-5, Commodores on top, half-court man-to-man, across the timeline, setting it up as Jericho Hopper for the Rams. She'll work it out. They clear it off on the right side of the Rams. The Jericho instead brings it back out between the circles to reset. Overload the left side. One-on-one down the lane. Spin move as Hopper goes up. Ball knocked away from behind. Coming out of there quickly with it is Peter. Peter hits the trailer. Labhart, who drives in. Shot no good. Tipped around, and Payton comes down with the rebound for the Rams. Paoli again able to get a stop on that defensive end, but cannot get anything going offensively here in this first half. Jericho Hopper to the left of the key, working to Lily Hall against the man-to-man. Hannon has it on the right side. Kaelin with the dribble to Payton between the circles to Hall on the left wing. Back to Hannon. Ball bobbled. Hannon able to track it down and save the possession out to Hopper with 3:15. Skip it over the top to Hall. Long 2 left wing is good. Lily Hall from deep inside the arc, her first 2 of the night, makes it 22-7 as we near the 3-minute mark of the first half of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Parr into the corner to Yeager. Lob it out high to Mullis. Mullis swing it left side to Labhart. Labhart working on the right side. Parr to the right of the key. Bounce pass into Labhart below the free throw line. Hits a cutting Yeager on the baseline. Her shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Went up a second time, but she is fouled. As good job by Bryn Yeager just to stay at it that time with a couple of Rams hanging on both sides.
And that foul looks like that's going to go on Kaylin Hannon. That's going to be trouble for Paoli. She has now picked up her second. That's the second against the team here in the quarter as well.
At the line, number 24, Bryn Yeager, 5'10", and a sophomore. Her first free throw is up and good. She's got 4 on the night. Again, one of the double-figure scorers, 3 of them for this Commodore team. Tariana Burkhead and Avery Cruz come in. Jay Walker and Kaylin Hannon will come out at the 2:44 mark of quarter number 2. Yeager fouled in the act of shooting. Second one's up, rims in and out, no good. Hopper has the rebound for Paoli. Hopper brings it up. Rams need to close out this quarter on a positive note. Get a little string going on the offensive end. Cruz to the left of the key with the dribble to Hopper. Hopper will back it out with the dribble to set it up. Crosses over, gets to the left elbow, kick it out in the corner to Peyton. Peyton with the dribble, couldn't get the shot off, and the Rams pull it out and reset. They overload the left side against this Terry man-to-man defense. Swing everybody over to the right side now. Terry out of Burkhead, give it out front to Avery Cruz. Cruz to Peyton on the right side. Look for a screen down low for the high post pass. Here's Lily Hall along to her. Shot from the right side, no good. Yeager clears off the rebound for the Commodores. To Parr across the timeline to Labhart on the baseline. Fakes now, dribbles in, put it up in traffic from 10 feet, no good. But once again, Bryn Yeager flying through there, getting another offensive rebound for the Lady Commodores.
And let's see who the foul is going to go on against Paoli. It will go on 10, Avery Cruz. That'll be her second and team third. Labhart, she's having a tough night shooting for Perry Central tonight, getting all kinds of shots. She's had 7 of them in this quarter, 0 for 7 in this quarter, missed her only 2 in the first quarter. And that's the leading scorer for Perry Central on the season.
Commodores 11 offensive rebounds in this first half already. Into the corner set play. Mullis launches a long 3 out of the corner, no good. And Hopper skies up for the rebound for the Rams. 1:40 and counting in quarter number 2, 23-7, Perry Central on top. PLAC matchup here at the Commodores home court. Right side with it, Jada Smith, who just checked in. To Lily Hall, all between the circles, goes left side, and they're in the passing lanes and nearly coming up with the steal as Mullis, but she runs out of room before she can gain control and possession of the ball.
Paoli just not moving the ball quick enough. The defense was able to get there before the pass arrived, and Paoli lucky to get it back.
In the backcourt, Addie Payton with the dribble to set it up. Comes right side, clear it out to Hopper, dribbles in, spin, move down the right side, put it up off the glass, no good. Labhart the rebound, brings it up with the dribble. Long lead pass to Parr, catches it in stride, lays it up with the left hand, up and good. 5 for Parr. Fast break opportunity, and run it to perfection. The Commodores to make it 25-7 with 1:02 to go here in the first half. Hall in the backcourt against the full court pressure, gets it up to Burkhead across the timeline. Rams reset it now in the half court against the man-to-man. Hall has it, crosses over, got away with his push. Down low, here's Hopper backing her way in a double team. Kick it out to Jada Smith. Free throw line jumper, way off the mark, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Mullis. She turns up court, takes it in with the dribble all the way to the basket, cut off by Smith. Then she tried to hit the trailer, Peter, coming in. But the Rams crowd her on the baseline and a foul call.
Yeah, just enough of a nudge, and I mean just barely enough of a nudge from Smith to knock her off balance and create what would have been a walk. That foul on Smith is her first and team fourth of the quarter. One more before Perry Central would shoot free throws, but still just 37 seconds left in the half.
Yeager gets it in the corner to Peter, right back to Yeager in the low block, backs her way in, and as she goes up, they're going to call a jump ball.
I think one official down low, he may have had the travel. The official out high had the jump ball, and the jump ball alternating possession favors Perry Central.
Commodores have it. Parr on the baseline, out to Mullis between the circles to Peter with 30 seconds to go. See if the Commodores want to hold for a final shot here, run a little bit of clock, and see if they have a positive play to close out the quarter. Right now, on the alternating possession, the Rams will get it to start third. Paoli comes out a little bit more aggressive in their half-court 2-3. Labhart steps through the double team to Yeager, back out to Peter. Long 2, left side is up and good. Makes it 27-7 with 10 seconds to go. In the backcourt, Hall, Rams got to rush it up to Burkhead down in the lane. Here's Hannon, 18-footer. It's way off the mark, no good, and that'll be your first quarter of play from Perry Central High School in this PLAC showdown. On the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, Commodores on top of the Rams, 27-7. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Rough first half on the road tonight in conference play for the Rams here at Perry Central as they trail at 27-7 here at intermission. As we begin our halftime report brought to you by Whitfield Investments. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. No ties, no lead changes here in the first 2 quarters of play. The Rams really struggling to shoot the ball. I was hoping I didn't get a chance to say this, but I haven't seen Bert's official numbers yet, but the Rams may be shooting about what the temperature is outside and maybe even a little bit worse than. So as the Commodores, they started this, they got out of the gate quickly. They jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Paoli did not get on the scoreboard until the 2:31 mark on a couple of free throws by Jericho Hopper. And then it was a 6-3 run to close out that quarter break for the Commodores, who led it at the end of 16-3. Commodores scored the very first points of the second quarter. That's a 3-pointer by Mullis. Boosted that lead out to 19-3. Hopper answered with a basket to make it 19-5. However, the Commodores another 3, and once again, it's Taya Mullis knocking one down to make it 22-5. Rams do answer on a basket by Lily Hall at the 3:14 mark, but Paoli would not score again in the first half of play, and the Commodores close it out on a 5-0 run to lead it here at the halftime break, 27-7. Talked about rebounding ever since this game started, and the Commodores getting a lot of second-chance opportunities. And in this first half of play, Perry Central a total of 21 rebounds. Of those 21, 11 have been second-chance opportunities. The Rams, they have a total of 11 rebounds in this first half and 4 on the offensive glass. The Rams, they've taken decent care of the basketball, just 6 turnovers in a game that's been going up and down. Commodores even better in a fast-paced game. They only have 3 miscues here in the first 2 quarters of play. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll come back and take a look at shooting as well as individual scoring in the first 2 quarters of play. Rams trail at 27-7. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Well, we are halfway through, and right now, Paoli, the Lady Rams, not enjoying the way things are going as they trail at 27-7 here at the half. As the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we take a look at team shooting percentages through the first 2 quarters. Paoli, Dave mentioned, are they shooting as warm as the temperature outside? And maybe not. Just 11% shooting for the Lady Rams in the first half. 2 of 18 overall. 0 for 10 in the first quarter, and then 2 out of 8 in the second quarter of play. Included in the 2 of 18 overall figure is 0 for 4 3-point shooting for Paoli. Where Paoli did shoot a pretty good percentage was at the free throw line, making 3 out of 4 in the first half of play. far as Perry Central is concerned, on an average night for Paoli, they wouldn't be in too bad a shape because Perry Central's not running off and leaving them by any stretch of the imagination. Perry Central shoots 9 of 29 in the first half, 31%. They started off 5 of 13, then went 4 out of 16 in that second quarter of play. Included in the 9 of 29 overall figure is 5 of 13 three-point shooting for Perry Central, 38%. They shot 3 of 6 in the first quarter, followed that up with 2 of 7 in the second quarter of play. As far as the free throw shooting for Perry Central, 4 out of 5 on the night so far for 80%. 27-7, that's your halftime score. The Lady Commodores of Perry Central leading the Lady Rams of Paoli. We'll take a break, and when the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at individual scoring from first half action. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Whitfield Investments halftime report continues. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Looking at individual scoring for the Lady Rams of Paoli, Jericho Hopper leading the way. She's got 4 of Paoli's 7 points. Lily Hall with 2 and Jay Walker with 1. As far as Perry Central is concerned, Tia Mullis leads the way with 9 points on 3 made threes, then 5 points apiece for Selena Peter and for Riley Parr, 4 points for Bryn Yeager, and 2 for Mason Labhart. Scores by the quarters, Paoli was down 16-3 after 1. Second quarter, Perry Central outscores Paoli 11-4, and that gets us to a 27-7 halftime score. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust. You'll love our helpful staff, our warm and smiling faces. Latest tools and services, delivered by the friends you trust. We're loyal to your family, your business, your future. Focused on you, Springs Valley Bank and Trust.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Super Burger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to...
With second half action. About the only thing we haven't talked about to this point in time is the foul situation. Paoli, 2 players with some concerns. Avery Cruz and Kaylin Hannon each picked up 2 fouls in that first half of play. Perry Central, Labhart, she actually picked up her second foul. What was it, early second quarter, late first quarter? Yeah, and she managed to play the rest of the half without picking up anything. And the one stat that is kind of surprising is Labhart comes in averaging 16 points per game. and she's yet to make a field goal. So far on the night, 0 for 9. She's got 2 points on a couple of made free throws. You can tell she's definitely the focal point for Perry Central, and just one of those nights where it's not fallen for her so far, and Paoli will hope that that trend continues. Paoli, they're in the traveling purples, and they've got the ball to start the second half of play.
Big hole to dig out of, down by 20s. Get it started here on this very first possession. Commodores go with Labhart, Yeager, Mullis, Peter, and Parr. Rams, Cruz, Hopper, Hannon, Payton, and Hall. Left side, Payton has it against the man-to-man on the left wing to Hall, back to Payton. On the baseline, bounce pass down into Hopper, deflected and stolen. As coming out of there with it was Peter. She'll give it off to Mullis. Mullis, a big first half, steps back to Peter at the top of the key to Parr. Parr looks down low. Rams stay in their 2-3 zone defense. Well, actually, they've gone man-to-man to start this half as well. Here's Labhart turning down the lane, stopped there by Cruz. Put a spin move on, but the ball knocked away by Hannon, loose on the floor. We get a jump ball, and the arrow will keep it down with the Commodores.
I think Coach Cruz, Donovan, he's kind of looking for something that will get the girls going, and maybe switching to the man-to-man, maybe that gets them out of their funk on the offensive end also.
Definitely need a spark. Bounce pass comes into Yeager on the baseline, back out to Labhart. Labhart guarded by Hall. They give her a lot of room. Parr fakes right, goes left, stops just inside the key to Yeager. Motion offense being run by Perry. They'll almost like a dribble drive offense. They'll put everybody around the arc except one in the high post. Out high, Peter has it to Yeager. Swing it left side to Parr. Good ball movement. Parr steps back in, takes a shot to Peter. Going to be very deliberate. Labhart crosses over, works on the right side, and gives it up out front to Yeager. Try the left side with Peter. She fakes 3, dribbles in all the way to the basket. Shot blocked out of there by Hannon. Ball loose on the floor, and it's still knocked away. Peter bats it out to Labhart, who drives right side on the baseline, lays it up, and good off the glass, her 4th point. Perry just wanting it more that time on the offensive end to keep that ball alive to make it 29-7. Full court pressure, bounce pass in the middle to Hannon into the offensive end, and Hannon will circle back around with the dribble between the circles to set it up against the Commodore man-to-man. Her pass is going to be deflected and stolen. Labhart dribbles in, put it up with the left hand, would not go. Turnover number 8, and Labhart fouled and will be at the free throw line.
And that foul's going to be trouble for Paoli because Kaylin Hannon has now picked up her 3rd personal foul. That's the first team foul of the 3rd quarter. It will put Labhart to the free throw line for a couple of free throws.
6:20 to go, 3rd quarter of play, 29-7 in favor of the Commodores. Make it 30-7 on the 5th point of the night by Mason Labhart. 5'9" sophomore. Made the first of 2. Jay Walker gets ready to check in here for the Rams. Bert mentioned Hannon out there with those 3 fouls. Second free throw back at the rim, no good. Hopper has the rebound for Paoli. Heads up court with the dribble. Will slow it down in the offensive end. Crosses over. Now she heads straight to the hoop, left side. Before she can get the shot off, though, below the free throw line, there's contact and a foul call.
And that's going to be trouble for Perry Central because Labhart now has picked up her 3rd personal foul. That's the first on the team here in the half. That'll give the ball over to Paoli out of bounds to the left of their bucket. Hannon came out with her 3 fouls, and it looks like, now Labhart is going to come out with those 3 for Perry Central.
First sub of the night for Perry. It'll be Courtney Peter, 5'5", and a freshman. In back to Payton. Bounce pass in the lane. Here's Jericho Hopper muscling her way down in the lane. Put it up in a double team off the glass and good for her 6th point. 30-9 with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Parr will bring it across the timeline, work it right side to Courtney Peter. Courtney with the basketball on the right wing, used up the dribble, knocked away, stolen out front by Cruz. Avery crosses over, takes it down the lane, stops just below the free throw line and slows it up. Hopper takes it, kick it out in the corner. Hall launches 3, it's back of the rim, high bounce, and it falls through. Second time we've seen that on this end of the court. That's 5 for Hall. First time the Rams have scored on back-to-back possessions tonight. 30-12 with 5:20 to go. Courtney Peter has it out front to Selena Peter. Give it off left side. Mullis fakes 3, dribbles on the baseline, cut out. Back out to Selena, to Yeager, right side to Parr. Parr with the dribble behind the screen, couldn't get the shot off. Ball knocked away, stolen by Cruz. Another steal in the backcourt. Then a bumping foul will be called, but 2 nice aggressive plays by Avery Cruz at the top of the defense.
And I'm sure when I talk to her after the game, that'll be what she smiles biggest about is those 2 steals in a row. That foul on Selena Peter is her 2nd and team 2nd of the half.
30-12, Rams down. They have the basketball. into the middle of the court, working between the circles. Hopper has it on the dribble. Hopper looks up. Rams go double high post set. Veers to the right side to Peyton. Peyton behind the arc. Bounce pass to Hall. Bobbled it. Got it back to Cruz. Cruz forced it down low into Hopper trying to cut across the lane, but Yeager was there to deflect it out of bounds.
Yeah, needed more of a lob than a direct pass that time. Hopper was being fronted and in a good way. Just could have gone over the top maybe and gotten her for an easy one.
Lilly lobs it into Cruz to Walker at the right of the key. Bounce down low off the foot of Hopper. Ball still loose in the lane, and finally Parr will come out of there with it. She's double-teamed in the backcourt. She falls down, stolen by Walker. Jay heads in, puts a shot up, blocked out of there by Yeager, but Jay comes back down with the offensive rebound for the Rams. Caught on the baseline, knocked away and stolen by Yeager. A reach-in foul going to be called at the end of the play as Jay Walker tried to come back and get the basketball.
Yeah, Walker picks up the foul. Jay reaching in, kind of frustrated that it got knocked away a couple of times. That's going to be her first foul and second on Paoli here in the third quarter.
Turnover number 10 on the night against the Rams. If they'll stay in that half-court man-to-man, looks like they will. Mullis will bring it across. High post pass goes to Yeager. Yeager right back to Mullis. Mullis off the screen. Peyton got a hand on it. Couldn't come up with it. A timeout going to be called by Coach Sean Schaefer. 4:23 to go. Third quarter play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Commodores on top, 30-12. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Lady Rams all year have been a zone team, but it looks like the man-to-man is what's kind of gotten them going. They came out of the locker room at halftime playing straight-up man, and it's keeping them in it.
Parr to the right of the key, used up the dribble. Rams again stay in the man-to-man out of the timeout. 5-second count is on. Finally give it off to Mullis. She drives down the left side, pull up 10-footer, no good. Ball tapped around. Coming down with it is Courtney Peter on the offensive glass to reset it. Peter backs it out with the dribble to spike line to Parr to the right of the key, run, pick, and roll. Yeager rolled to the basket but couldn't get it to her. Out front to Courtney Peter. Courtney looking to Selena. She drives down the left side, laid it up and good off the glass. Her 7th point of the night. That time they were able to execute the pick and roll to perfection. 32-12 with 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Rams pull it back out against the man-to-man. Right side to Cruz. Everybody up above the free throw line. Now they'll run cutters down low to the baseline. Out high to Hopper between the circles. Fakes, dribbles into the elbow. Bounce pass to Peyton. Addie with the basketball. Nowhere to go. Out front to Hopper. Crosses over. Dribbles down. Spin move below the free throw line. Turns back in. Kick it out to Hall. 3 by Lilly on the way. Rims in and out. No good. And a nice box out by the Commodores. Mullis with the rebound. Runs it out with the dribble. Down the left side. All the way to the basket. Put it up. No good. Flying through there is Selena Peters. She couldn't get a hand on it to corral it. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Paoli fortunate there. Perry Central got out in a hurry and got a good look at it. It just ricocheted off of there. Now Paoli see if they can get a little bit closer. Right now just playing Perry Central even. They were down 20 at half and down 20 now, under 3 minutes to go in the third.
Peyton dribbles into the free throw line. Pass deflected right back to Hopper. Jump pass to Walker on the baseline. Jay looks nowhere to go. Kick it back out. Lily Hall's 3 right side. Back of the rim. No good. And Peyton comes down with the rebound. Unfortunately, she was on the back of Riley Parr.
Yeah, had a real nice block out going down there, and the foul is going to be on Addie Peyton. That's her first. Team third of the quarter.
That big inch height advantage there for Addie does the difference.
Thought she could sky over her. Substitutions, Walker and Peyton both come out for Paoli. Looks like Smith and Terriana Burkhead will check in.
Parr running the point, comes to the right side to Mullis. Mullis with the screen to Yeager. Yeager couldn't roll free. Nice job by Smith to cut her off. Out front, Cruz nearly another steal. Avery's already got a couple here. Parr shovel it back out to Yeager to the right side to Courtney Peter. Used up the dribble down low in the lane to Selena. Selena in a triple team, and a travel got to be called. Just Nice job by the Rams to collapse around the basketball there in the lane.
And they were collapsing from all over. He had Cruz coming up from the baseline, Burkhead coming in from one side, and another coming in from the other.
2-2-1, kind of a token pressure here, not quite as aggressive as it was early on. Out front, here's Hopper backing her way in with the dribble. Cross-court pass to Smith. Jada with the basketball, looking used up the dribble. Back out to Hopper. Hopper on the right wing gets a screen from Cruz. Now steps in. Long two. It rims in and out. No good. Ball tipped around, and finally Peter comes out of there with the rebound. Selena knocked away in the backcourt, stolen by Hall. Lily the other way will hold it up and give it off to Hopper. The Rams reset. Nobody comes out on Jericho. She drives to the free throw line, pulls it back out, and the Rams reset with 1:38 to go, trailing 32-12 here on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Hopper spin move down the lane, step through the double team, put up a tough shot on the right baseline, no good. Rebound by Selena Peter, and when she comes down, she might have been bumped, but she fell to the floor, and a travel will be called.
Substitution for Perry Central, 32, Jerry Craney will see her first action of the night, and Courtney Peter goes out.
Craney, another freshman at 5'3". Down low on the baseline, Lily Hall. Rams stack it up along the lane on the left side, looking down the lane through the hands of Cruz, going to be tracked down, though, by Hopper before an over and back call. Jericho with the basketball, keeps the dribble alive, bounce past the Hall on the left wing. Lily pass it out to Smith. Smith between the circles against the man-to-man with 1:10 remaining in the third, and we get a foul away from the basketball. It looks like maybe Craney will be the guilty party reaching in and holding.
Well, it might be Parr, too. Yeah, it's going to be Riley Parr. She got stuck on a switch with Hopper. Hopper was calling out the mismatch, wanting the basketball, and Parr doing everything she could to prevent her from getting open, got called for being just a little too physical.
Rams have it along the sideline across the way. Burkhead lobs it in. Hopper works right at the volleyball spike line at the top of the key. He's directing traffic. Go to the double high post set. Veers to the right of the key, does Jericho. Looking down low to Burkhead. Couldn't get it to her. Fired out to Smith. Into Payton. Elbow jumper left side. High arcing shot. Bounces on the rim 3 times and wouldn't go. Ball loose on the floor. Burkhead down there taking it away from one of the players. That was Parr. And then she's tied up on the floor by Selena Peter, and a jump ball will keep it at the Rams' end.
Yeah, good hustle that time by Burkhead. Just didn't give up on it, kept scrapping, and wound up getting the call for the jump ball.
Payton on the baseline, right into Cruz down the lane. The ball knocked away. Getting a hand on it was Yeager, but also got a hand on her arm. And that time, Bryn Yeager will be called for the foul.
And that foul on Yeager, just her first. Team foul number 4 in the quarter against Perry Central.
46 seconds to go. Lob it in. At the free throw line, Hopper has it, took a dribble in, pulls it back out at the spike line with 40 seconds to go against the man-to-man. Down below the lane, kick it out into the corner to Smith, dribbles on the left baseline, spin move into the lane, ball knocked away. Jada able to hold on to it, down to Hopper, backing in, turns towards the baseline, puts up a tough shot. It rims around and stays in, and Jericho Hopper has 8 and a chance for 9 going to the free throw line.
Yeah, just would not be denied that time. Got to the strong hand, so to speak. Also drew the foul at the same time. That on Selena Peter is her third, and team foul number 5 here in the quarter.
Hopper at the free throw line, up and good to complete the three-point play for Jericho. Coming in, the Rams leading score at 14.5 per ball game. Makes it 32-15 with 24 seconds to go. Rams' big difference has been that man-to-man defense in this third quarter of play. They've made a little headway. See if they can close it out on a strong stand here in the third quarter. High post to Yeager. Little scissors move to Mullis down low. Back out to Yeager around the perimeter. Parr has it down low to Selena Peter. Kick it back out to Craney. Work it right side. Mullis down the lane. Running one-hander up off the rim. No good. As Yeager comes down with the rebound. Shot did not go in at the horn. And let's wait. There may be a foul called here. I believe it is. They're going to call a foul on the Rams at the horn, and this one will go on Paoli and allow Bryn Yeager to be at the free throw line.
And that foul is going to go on Burkhead. That will be her second, team 4th, and a couple of free throws before or with no time showing.
Bryn Yeager at the line, free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Tough to shoot free throws in a situation like this where your teammates are there, but they're not along the free throw line. They're all by the bench, and the Rams have come over to get an extended break here. between quarters. 4 on the night for Yeager. Second free throw rattles around and goes in for a 5th point. And that will officially be the third quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Perry Central 33, Paoli 15. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
33-15, Perry on top. Nice crowd on hand. Bert and I were wondering about that on the way down with the weather and cold temperatures, but both fans apparently decided they need to get out of the house tonight, and here they are. We're glad that they did come, and we thank you for tuning in as well. By the way, some new construction here at Perry. We were wondering about that last year when we came down. The entrance is still on the south side of the gymnasium, but they have built a new lobby along with another auxiliary gym that they can share that lobby along with the concession stand and new restrooms. A very nice setup here now at the field house for Perry Central basketball. Commodores will have it to start this fourth quarter of play. Mullis will be out there, and she drug her pivot foot, and she starts off the quarter with the 10th turnover of the night. Whistled against the homestanding Commodores.
Shooting percentages through 3. Paoli still cold, but warming up a little bit. 5 of 27 now, 18%. They were 3 of 9 in that quarter. Perry Central, 11 of 35, 31%. They only got 6 shot attempts in that third quarter and only made 2 of them.
Hall down the lane. Here's Hopper backing her way in. Shot up, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Yeager. Had to step over her own teammate on the floor. Then it's knocked away, stolen by Hall. Down low, all alone and wide open is Jericho Hopper for her 11th point of the night. Good job by the Rams just to stay with it. Is Parr along with Mullis to start this quarter, along with Yeager and Craney in there. And Selena Peter, the 5 out there for the Commodores. Craney, give it off to Peter, shovel it over on the left side to Mullis. Mullis turns on the baseline. She got into a double team. Foul going to be whistled on Paoli.
A little bit of an issue there for Paoli as Avery Cruz was over there to apply the defensive pressure a little bit too much. She picks up the foul, her third and team first of the quarter.
Parr along the baseline, screen across, looking, comes out high. Shot up on the way is good by Mullis, a 2-pointer. She has 11. 35-17. Commodores stay in their full court pressure, going to trap on the inbounds pass. Hopper to Hall across the top. Lily used up the dribble, back to Jericho. Jericho down the sideline. Here's Peyton all alone, drives left side, put it up, and it rolled around and goes in. Thought it might kick out of there, but the Rams a nice job of attacking the press and getting 2 to make it 35-19. Timeout taken by the Rams. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Well, nothing easy offensively for Paoli tonight. That last shot by Addie Payton, an example of it. She's down there alone. You just need to put it up off the glass and let it go through and put it up off the glass, and it bounced on the rim a couple of times, and I think it took a trip around, and then it finally went in.
Rams come back out, stay in that man-to-man. That's been the big key here in this second half. And Bert talked about having seen the Rams play a lot of man-to-man this season. Out front, Parr with the dribble to Yeager. Yeager works to the right of the key. Rams very aggressive as Yeager picked up the ball to Selena Peter, work it over to Mullis. Mullis to Peter on the spin down low. Kicked it back out. No ball tipped around loose. Hall got a hand on it, and Hopper comes out of there with the steal. Jericho down the sideline has her pocket picked from behind. We go the other way. Yeager, and as she stopped at the 10-second line, put the brakes on too soon, and she'll be called for a travel.
She knew she wanted to get rid of the basketball, but Paoli flashed at her both on the left and the right. And when she tried to pick it up, kind of drug that pivot foot. The official right there on top of it makes the call, and Paoli gets the ball back.
After a pretty clean first half for the Commodores with 3 turnovers, they've got 10 already in this second half. Hall has it. Her pass is deflected. Hopper can't hold on to it. The Rams give it right back on their 12th turnover. Then Lily Hall comes in to tie up par. Both of them go down to the floor. This will be alternating possession, and Paoli will get the ball back.
And honestly, haven't really seen this level of aggressiveness out of the Paoli girls. It's good to see they're going after the basketball.
Kaylin Hannon will trigger it into the right of the basket. The official trying to give her some instruction.
Pass it here and you'll get a layup.
Could be. He set up his own play. Out to Hopper down the lane. Spin move, put it up in traffic. Shot partially blocked, fouled. Jericho walks back to the free throw line.
All right, see who the foul is going to be on. It's going to go on 24 in white. That's Bryn Yeager. That'll be her second and team first of the fourth quarter. That'll put Hopper at the free throw line. She's got 11 points so far tonight.
Trying to add on to that double-digit point figure, and she does. Gives her an even dozen on the night. 35-20 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 5 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter of play in this PLAC matchup between the Rams and the Commodores. Second one by Hopper up and good as well. Rams just slowly trying to get back down most of this game by 20. Have got it whittled down to 14 right now. As Mullis very deliberately across the timeline. Rams have slowed them up into half court. Here's Mullis, as I say, that drives in, throws up a wild shot, no good. Hannon comes out with the rebound. Then she has her pocket picked by Yeager on the baseline. She's double-teamed. Give it off to Peter, who put it up on the right side. It is no good. She is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Avery Cruz hustling back defensively, trying to get the steal on that little cross-lane pass. Not there in time. A little bit of a bump on the shot, and she's charged with a foul. That's going to be her fourth, so she's got issues. That's team foul number 2 of the quarter.
Selena Peter, first free throw up and good. Avery will come out. Terriana Burkhead will come in. 8 on the night for the 5'10 senior, Selena Peter. She'll step up, fouled in the act of shooting. Again, all of this in this second half. Mason Labhart, the leading scorer on the bench with foul. Second free throw, Peter rattles it in and good. Commodores will pull off the press and pick them up in the half court. Looks like it's 1-3-1. It will be. So the Rams recognize that, handed down the right sideline. Jump pass into the corner to Payton, down to a cutting. Hopper backs her way in. Over to Burkhead all alone on the left side. Oh, her shot rims in and out, no good. Hopper flies through, comes down with the rebound, and Coach Cruz able to get a timeout before the ball gets knocked loose to save the Rams a possession. 5:19 to go in the fourth quarter, 37-21. Commodores on top. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Well, Lady Rams of Paoli trying to make it a little more interesting. Had a really good look for Terriana just a second ago. It rimmed out on her. Paoli got the ball back and took a timeout to save the possession. because it looked like it was about to pop free. The Paoli has battled back from being at 20 down at the half. They're down 16 right now with a chance to get just a little bit closer.
Rams have it on the baseline. It'll be Kaylin Hannon to trigger it in along the left side. Gets it in to Hopper, fakes the handoff, right back to Kaylin. Give it up out front to Lily Hall. Hall to Hannon. Hannon to the left of the key with the dribble. Commodores drop back in their half-court man-to-man. Saw 1-3-1 a couple of series ago. Kaylin keeps the dribble alive and breaks the 5-second count. Rams double high post set. Kaylin stops between the circles, comes left side to Burkhead. Burkhead with the dribble to the top of the key, back out to Hall. Hall with the dribble, fires it over. Here's Hopper, pull up, 15-footer, left baseline, up and good. Cleared out. Jericho knocked it her 15th point of the night, 37-23 with 4:45 to go. Labhart will bring it up with the dribble. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man, go to a one-guard front. Labhart between the circles, used up the dribble, needs some help. Finally goes over to Craney. Craney to the top of the key to Labhart, right of the key into the corner to Peter, and Selena took a walk before she put the ball on the deck.
Yeah, Paoli had kind of fallen back defensively on that possession. No real pressure being applied to the basketball, but get the turnover anyway, and now Paoli a chance to get a little bit closer. Nice play last time, got Hopper open on the baseline for about a 15-foot jump shot.
Rams bring it up with the dribble. Hannon running the point out front, the freshman point guard. Rams set up into the high post at the free throw line. Hopper now will move down on the baseline, set the screen for Hall. Hall on the wing down to Hopper. Ball tipped away. Nice play by Yeager to come out of there with the steal that time. She knew they were going to Hopper, and she overplayed her to the ball side. Out front, Craney on the baseline to Peter. Peter right along the sideline, dribbles out of trouble. Give it up to Craney. Craney bounce pass out high, nearly stolen. Labhart gets it, steps into three, left of the key, in and out, no good. Deep rebound, and Yeager comes out of there with it. She'll slow it up to Peter out front. This is Selena. Give it off to Courtney. Bounce pass on the right side to Craney, and this time Hopper will be called for a reach-in foul.
Got the reach-in, and on Hopper, that's going to be her second personal foul. Team foul number 3 whistled against Paoli here in the quarter. We'll get a couple of substitutions as Jada Smith will check back in. Avery Cruz will also check in. Avery, she'll have to be careful. She's got 4 fouls.
Well, the official called the foul, talking with Coach Sean Schaefer, who was upset that the foul wasn't called sooner.
Yes, it just wasn't quick enough. It never is.
In the backcourt, Labhart working with those fouls, sets it up right side to Craney. Craney with the dribble to the top of the key, kick it out to Labhart on the left wing, directing traffic. Fakes left, goes right on the baseline, used up the dribble, fired out to Craney, swing it right side to Courtney Peter. Courtney with the dribble to the right of the key, pulls it back out, being very patient, the Commodores this trip against the Rams man-to-man, 37-23. Commodores on top with 3:05 to go in the ball game. Labhart at the center circle with the dribble. Swing it into the corner to Courtney Peter. Courtney backs it out to Labhart. Labhart works it right side. Craney kick it out in the corner to Yeager. Back out to Selena Peter to Labhart. Labhart walks it up to the top of the key. Didn't take the shot. Now fires it out to Selena. Courtney. Courtney let the ball nearly knocked away. Labhart recovers, dribbles into the arc, kick it off into the corner. Selena Peter, long three, no good. Rebound tipped around loose, and the Commodores going to come out of there with it. Not so much jump ball first, but they'll still have possession with the arrow.
Yeah, Avery got in there and muscled it away, but in the process got the jump ball called. So didn't get a quick second shot, did Perry Central. They'll have to inbound to the left of their bucket now.
Selena Peter out. Gloria Summer, a 5'7" junior, will check in for the first time. Yeager has it into the corner, dribbles all the way underneath, put a wild shot up in traffic, and there's a foul called, and Cruz was right there.
Yeah, and didn't need that one from Avery. That's going to be her 5th personal foul. Team foul number 4 in the quarter, and it's going to result in a couple of free throws as Bryn Yeager will be the one to step up there. Cruz will have to come out with those fouls, and that'll be Jay Walker checking back in to take her spot.
Avery telling their dad, now this is what happened, and this is the situation I was in.
Yeah, she got stuck on the switch.
Yeah, she did. Free throw up and good by Yeager. Yeager with 6 points on the night, about half of her average, makes it 38-23 with 2:31 remaining in the ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Second free throw, it's up and good as well. Perry calling off the press, see what they want to do in the half court. Go back to that man-to-man. A couple of trips, as we mentioned, they went 1-3-1, but got out of that very quickly. Hannon works it to the right side with the dribble. Swing it left side to Hall. Here's three on the way by Lilly. It's off the rim, no good. But Hopper tracks down the rebound in the corner, dribbles into Walker on the baseline, cross court, and Jay has her pocket picked, and coming out of there with it is Labhart the other way. Crosses over, drives between two players, put it up, no good, but a foul will be called.
Yeah, take your pick on the foul as to which one's going to pick it up. It'll be Addie Payton, and that will be her second. Team foul number 5 in the quarter, so from here on out, Perry Central will be shooting free throws as it is. Labhart was going to be there to shoot 2 anyway.
Labhart, 5'9", and a sophomore starting guard. Got into foul trouble, though, in this game. That's her 6th point of the night, about 10 under her average. Makes it 40-23. 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Second free throw by Labhart. It rolls around and falls through as well. So Labhart limited minutes, but still makes her presence known whenever she is on the court. Rams bring it up with Hannon across the timeline against the man-to-man. Put everybody up above the free throw line in their spread offense. Payton between the circles with the dribble, goes right side to Hall. Hall looking down low, and Hopper got caught up on a screen. The pass was knocked away and stolen into backcourt. Coming out of there with it is Craney, and she's fouled before she gets to midcourt.
Yeah, that foul, a little more trouble for Paoli because Kaylin Hannon picks that one up. That's her 4th, and they're already over the bonus. It'll be a couple of free throws for Perry Central, but we're going to have a timeout taken by Paoli first. 41-23 the score. Paoli down 18. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2 to 1. That means for every $1 you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with 2 more, tripling your impact. This matching opportunity won't last long. Contact us at 723-4150 or visit our website at occf-in.org for more information. Your contribution today will support vital Orange County programs and services for years to come. Join us in building a better community together and build a stronger, more vibrant Orange County. Orange County Community Foundation, where your passion meets our purpose.
Rams of Paoli running into a bit of a foul situation. Cruz is fouled out. Hannon now has her 4th personal foul. Just a minute 46 to go, and Paoli down by 18 right now at 41-23. Perry Central looks like they're going to get a chance to shoot some free throws. And let's see, who is it stepping up there?
Craney.
Yes.
Yep. The freshman, number 32.
Has not put up a shot yet tonight.
Step up, chance to get into the score book for tonight. Free throw knocked it down. Makes it 42-23.
You don't get too many chances to score. You better take advantage of them.
Craney in a relief role tonight. Coach Schaefer did not go to his bench until early in that third quarter. Second free throw rims out, no good. Hopper tracks down the rebound along the baseline. We'll give it off to Hannon, who'll bring it up across the timeline. Hannon works it right side to Hopper. Hopper looking, fires it out to Payton, all alone. Didn't take the 3 at the top of the key to Hannon. Hannon trying to post up down low to Hopper, who's yelling for the ball. And out front, pocket is picked by Hall, but finally saving it there is Lilly to give it off to Hopper. Down the lane she goes, muscles it up in traffic off the glass and good.
She's got 17.
42-25 with a minute 15 to go in the game. Labhart across the timeline. Timeout going to be taken here by Perry Central. At 1:14 to go to get some substitutions in. 42-25, the Commodores on top. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Just a minute 14 left in this one. Perry Central looked like they were going to stretch it out a little bit more, but Hopper got another two on the opposite end. Paoli's a little closer. Now they're applying the defense.
Rams also have Sunday Asbell in there as well, Jada Smith, Zorn in there, along with Summer, and the ball knocked away and stolen by Asbell. The Rams create another turnover here as Peyton will bring it up across the timeline under a minute to go. Peyton works out high to Smith on the right side. Jada to the elbow. Will pull it back out with the dribble and reset the offense against the man-to-man. Works it right side. Clock rolling down to 45 seconds to Asbell on the left wing. Sunday turns into the lane. Spin move down the lane. Takes it across the lane. Jump pass out to Smith. High arcing 15-footer way off the mark. No good. Burkhead down low, battling loose for the rebound along with Summer, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Commodores.
Yeah, more or less the JV players out there right now. Mentioned that just 2 quarters of JV earlier tonight. Perry Central victorious over Paoli 18-14.
See Emily Llewellyn in there as well for the Commodores into Asbell on the left wing. Sunday will turn with the basketball, used up the dribble, pass it over on the left side to Peyton. Fakes right, goes left, and as she gets down near the baseline, a little bit of crowding there by J.C. Zorn, and she'll be called for the foul.
That'll be her first and team second of the quarter. Paoli will inbound to the left of their bucket.
We're going to run play number 1, so be ready as Peyton will trigger it in, run it along the baseline, fired out high to Smith to the left wing. Smith with the dribble, gets to the free throw line, now takes it in, double team, bounces it back out to Peyton with 19 seconds to go. Peyton kick it out to Smith. Smith gets a screen, turns the corner, drives on the baseline, and as she tried to go up, reaching in will be Courtney Peter. Question will be, did they think that Jada was in the act of shooting? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he pointed at the baseline, and that means bring it in bounds. That foul on Courtney Peter, her first and team third.
It's 12.6 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Down low, Asbell alone. Oh, put the shot up too short, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Craney. Craney double-teamed in the backcourt, takes it up the right sideline. Craney going to run out the time in front of her baseline, bounce past the Summer in the quarter, and that'll be your ball game tonight. Perry Central hangs on after they opened up a 20-point lead in the first half, but the Rams outscore them here in the second half, but not enough. And Paoli's 3-game winning streak is snapped on the road here tonight on a chilly evening in Commodore country. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Perry Central 42, Paoli 25. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see...
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
We begin the OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Rams got down in this ball game right out of the gate 10-0 and never recovered. As Perry Central put them on their heels, the Commodores able to do what they wanted to do, and that's get it up and down, put full court pressure on, got the Rams in a scramble mode, got them off kilter and out of sync, and could never recover, and trailed by a 16-3 margin at the end of the first quarter of play. And unfortunately for the Rams, things did not get any better in that second quarter either. But Perry Central did slow down as the Rams trailed it at the half by a score of 27-7. Now, Commodores come out and they score the first 3 points of that third quarter to make it 30-7. Then Paoli tried to get a little run going. They were able to claw the way back and got it down to 33-15 at the third quarter break. But Paoli, again, just struggling to put back-to-back possessions together where they were successful on the offensive end. And the defense, they turned it around in the second half as they abandoned their 2-3 zone and went to straight man-to-man. That seemed to give them a little bit more spark, a little more energized on both ends of the court. Rams able to come back and try and whittle it down. They got it under the 20-point barrier and kept it there throughout that third and fourth quarter of play, but just could not get the run that they needed to get it down to a manageable position to make a run and maybe have a big comeback here tonight. But this is a very good Perry Central Commodore team. They right now improved to 11-4 on the season, and now they have won 7 of their last 8 ball games, and this loss by the Rams snaps their 3-game winning streak. Now 5-11 overall and 0-2 in conference play. The win for the Commodores improves their PLAC record to 3-2. Again, there were no ties and no lead changes here in this ball game as the Rams fall on the road. Taking a look at the rebounding, that was a lopsided margin and edge to the homestanding Commodores tonight. Perry Central with 30 rebounds, almost half of them, 14, coming on the offensive glass. That's way too many second chance opportunities. I know Coach Cruz will talk to us about here when he comes out of the locker room. Paoli with 17 total rebounds on the night and 7 on the offensive glass. Turnovers, they ended up even tonight, 16 apiece, as the Rams forced the Commodores to turn the ball over in that second half. Commodores only 3 turnovers in the first half, but they committed 13 in the second half of play as the Rams were able to slow it down and get the pace a little more their way and kind of, as we say, got it into an ugly game in the half court to try and get back into this ball game, but just couldn't get anything going on the offensive end here tonight. And they fall to the Commodores by a score of 42-25. When we continue with the OC Eats post-game show, we'll take a look at team and individual stats. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Struggle on the road tonight for the Lady Rams against a good team in the Perry Central Commodores as they pick up their 11th win of the season. And easy to look back, Bert figured out, just got into too big of a hole to start this game.
Yeah, and 10-0 right off the bat. You're down 20 at half. Paoli, Lady Rams actually outscored Perry Central in the second half, outscored them in the third quarter, outscored them in the fourth quarter. But the margin too big for them to make that comeback. As far as the shooting percentages are concerned, Paoli bettered themselves each quarter along the way, wound up shooting 25% on the night, 9 out of 36. That's after they went 0 for 10 in that first quarter of play. That's how bad the start was for the girls tonight. That fourth quarter, their best of the night, making 4 out of 9 field goal attempts. Included in that 9 of 36 overall figure is 1 out of 8 3-point shooting for Paoli, just 13% there. They were 0 for 1 in the fourth quarter. As far as the free throws are concerned, Paoli did knock down the free throws tonight, 6 out of 7 overall. Their lone miss was back in the first quarter, and then even in that quarter, they were 3 out of 4, so 6 of 7 on their free throw attempts, and that's good for 86%. They were 2 out of 2 in that fourth quarter of play. As far as Perry Central, Lady Commodores, they started off hot and cooled the rest of the night, just about every quarter dipping down. They wound up 12 of 39 overall, 31%, but 5 of those 12 made field goals were in the first quarter of play, and they had 9 out of their 12 made field goals in the first half as well. The 12 of 39 overall figure, good for 31%. They were just 1 out of 4 in that fourth quarter of play. Included in the 12 of 39 overall figure is 5 of 15 three-point shooting for the Lady Commodores tonight, 33%. They made 3 of their 5 threes in that first quarter. They were just 0 for 2 in the fourth quarter of play. Where Perry Central really made some hay against Paoli tonight was at the free throw line, making 13 out of 17 attempts, 76%. They were 3 of 3 in the first quarter, 1 out of 2 in the second, 2 of 4 in the third, and then finished strong, 7 of 8 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter of play, good for 88%. As far as the individual stats are concerned, Paoli just one player in double figures tonight. Jericho Hopper leads the Lady Rams with 17 points. Pretty well balanced throughout. She had 2 in each of the first 2 quarters, then 5 in the third quarter, and a big fourth quarter where she had 8 of her 17 points. Then 5 points for Lily Hall. Lily, a little bit on the cold side from three-point range tonight, but did manage to make one in that third quarter of play. 2 points for Addie Payton and a single point for Jay Walker. Good to see Jay getting in on the scoring column on 1 of 2 free throws. As far as the Lady Commodores of Perry Central are concerned, they have 2 players in double figures. Tia Mullis and Selena Peter each total 11 points. Then 7 points apiece for Mason Labhart and for Ryan Yeager, or Bryn Yeager. And 5 points for Riley Parr and a single point for Jerry Craney. Well, your final, once again, 42-25 as the Lady Commodores of Perry Central victorious over the Lady Rams of Paoli. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get Coach Donovan Cruz in for a few comments. You're listening to Lady Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
Rams fall on the road tonight in conference play to the hands of the Lady Commodores, 42-25, your final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. So we continue with the OC Eats postgame show. Head coach Donovan Cruz joins us now. And, Coach, you really don't have to be a basketball genius to figure this one out, man. You dug yourself in a hole and couldn't get out, could you?
Yeah, we dug ourselves a hole against a pretty good team, a good solid team. And it was hard to come back. You know, we got it back to 14 there a few times, had the ball, and couldn't execute to get that thing, under 10. If you get it under 10, they start thinking about it a little bit. But, the moral of the story is you can't dig yourself that hole. And, I didn't feel like we came to play the first half. They killed us on the boards. We had them for 20 rebounds in the first half, 11 offensive rebounds. 11 offensive rebounds for a game is way too many, let alone a half. And defense wasn't horrible there the first half. We were getting stops, but
we weren't getting the rebounds. And when they're getting second, third opportunities, a couple of those were kick-out threes, and that's when it gets real frustrating and just not focused, not going to find somebody, put a body into them, and it really caused us and dug us a hole early.
Well, he came back in this second half, Coach, a little bit flipping the script, and I thought it was going to that man-to-man.
Yeah, we did. It's funny how you can watch the film and you say, there's no way we can guard a man-to-man, and they can't score against the zone. And it was just completely opposite tonight. They were scoring against the zone, and we actually played them pretty good man-to-man. I kind of thought about going to it earlier in the first half, but we were starting to get a little bit of foul trouble, and their style is just head down and drive. And it's like, man, if we don't slide over, we're going to get even more and more foul trouble. But our defense was pretty good the second half. We were able to pressure the kids that we needed to pressure. We turned them over a little bit, finally got some travels to go our way, and we clawed ourselves back into it. We just, we've kind of regressed a little bit from, we can blame it on whatever. Maybe it was the week off or whatever, but kind of started doing some things that we were doing before the tournament where we were really just looking for one option, and then if we didn't get that option, the play was dead. We weren't going to our second, third, and fourth options, which is what we were doing in the last 3-4 games, and really moving the ball well. We got to get to where we're having 8 or 10 assists, and that means we're moving the basketball. I think last game we had I think we had three girls in double figures. So we got to get back to that, not being quite so one-dimensional. But having said that, once it goes into Jericho, we got to be moving, and we weren't, and that kind of got us stagnant there in the first half, and hence we didn't score very many points.
Well, that defense, the man-to-man, also, Coach, got it to a point where you're able to get it into a half-court game, which is what you wanted to do in this ball game.
Yeah, because we were able to, get the rebounds and set up what we wanted to, and when we get in stops, then we're able to press us. Which the thing was, I think we had ourselves for 8 turnovers in the first half, and I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 was because of the press. The other ones were just
unforced, really.
Just like, where are you throwing it? Like there's somebody standing there, or she's not there yet. You threw it way too early, or not stepping through on the pass, or stuff like that. So it really wasn't their press. Their press didn't bother us, which was one of my concerns. I thought we did fine with it. It was just a couple of the other things that really killed us.
Well, Coach, it's going to turn out to be a very busy week of basketball starting tonight. Can't think about it too long because you got another one on the horizon on Thursday night.
Yeah, and that's what I told the girls. I said, let this one sting until you get off the bus and get your stuff put back in the locker room, and then all you need to be worried about is Valley. This game is over with, is done with, and arguably the biggest game of the year is on Thursday, and that's what we need to focus with. And hopefully maybe this was a little bit of wake-up call. Maybe this is what we needed, after we started playing really good. Maybe some of us got a little bit too comfortable and thought it was just going to all fall into place. And it doesn't work that way. Basketball is not an easy game, and you just got to keep grinding and keep working at it and keep getting a little bit better because there's always other teams that are getting better too. So maybe this was a wake-up call that we needed for the Valley game. And I challenge the girls, and then we'll see. I think they'll come back a different team with the start, and hopefully we will see that Thursday night.
I hope so, too. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Thursday.
All right, thanks.
You bet. Head Coach Donovan Cruz of the Paoli Rams fall here tonight in conference play to the Perry Central Commodores. Again, your final 42-25 as the Commodores, with the win here tonight at home, improved to 11-4 and 3-2 in conference play. They have won 7 of their last 8 ball games. They will be back in action on Thursday on the road at Heritage Hills. For the Rams, they snapped their 3-game winning streak here tonight on the road, getting behind early 10-0 and not able to bounce back, even though they did play better in the second half and actually outscored the Commodores in the second half, but that hole was too big for them to dig out. As we mentioned with Coach Cruz, another big game coming up for the Rams. It'll be Thursday night down at the Hawks Nest, county and conference rival between Paoli and Springs Valley. Again, that will start at 6, 2 quarters of JV. Then we'll be following it up with the varsity game from the Hawks Nest. That will be our next broadcast of Paoli Lady Rams basketball for you on Thursday night. But here tonight, as we mentioned, Rams fall behind 10-0 and just could not get out of that hole, get down by as many as 20. Got back to within 14 on a couple occasions, but not enough to get a run to make the Commodores sweat here at home tonight. The Commodores with the win tonight. They are led in scoring, 2 players in double figures, Taya Mulis with 11 and Selena Peter with 11 as well. Game high honors go to Jericho Hopper in a losing cause, as she has 17 of the Rams' points tonight, 17 of their 25 in a losing cause. As always, we want to thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you girls high school basketball, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season. A big thank you as well to our engineer and producer. Great job, as always, back at the studio by Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. As we wrap up the OC Eats postgame show, OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Your final tonight from Perry Central High School. It was the Commodores 42, Paoli 25. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Super Burger and Whitfield Investments.